Hmm. And good afternoon, everybody. This is SN's continuing coverage of All-Star Baseball here in the town of Jewett City. So we're going to set the stage for you right off the bat. Yesterday's game, which is the one we're seeing right now, where they're getting ready to start playing, actually started at 5:30 yesterday. However, the storm clouds came and the skies opened up, and we had Ashland Lake in the middle of shortstop and third. So they couldn't play. They couldn't play at all. They had to call the game. This is going to be the continuation of that ball game. And Austin, we're going to be in the top of the second. There's two. Yep, there's two outs.
Okay.
The batter that is up for Coventry is Sebastian Alonso, the right fielder. The count is 2-2 on Alonso, and there's a runner on second base in Brendan Watson, who reached on an error by W.J. Oconee at third base. So that's where we are at. We are just about ready to go ahead and start baseball. As you can see, I don't know if Austin has down the umps and the coaches are conferring a little bit. The field is still pretty wet. As you can see, it's been raked up pretty good. I don't know if they used any speedy dry or they just kind of let it naturally heal overnight. We did have a little bit of rain in the last hour. We don't know if it's going to come back. But as of right now, everything is good for baseball, and we're looking forward to that. So what about you, Austin? You ready to go?
Oh, I'm rip-roaring ready to go, Mike. I'll tell you that much.
So there's one difference that we need to go ahead and let you know is that yesterday's starting pitcher was Andrew Harden for Jewett City. However, what had happened is that he had thrown too many pitches, so he can't continue. With league rules, I think it was 46 pitches that he threw, so he has to have 1 day rest.
Got you.
Before he can go ahead and continue.
Oh, okay.
So on the hill, looks like it's Ashton Goodwin, who comes in from shortstop. Harden is going to go behind the plate, and it looks like at short it's W.J. Oconee. So here we go. 2-2 is the count. Swing and a miss, and that's it. That's the end of the top of the second.
Hey.
Just like that, as Alonso goes down swinging. Because he came up to bat with a 2-2 count.
Right.
So there you go. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second. Coventry does lead by the score of 1-0. Now, they did get that one run in the first inning when Justin Aloisa walked. He moved ahead. On an error by the second, by a throwing error by the catcher, Jason Bishop, and he went all the way to third, and he scored on a bounce out. So it's 1-0 Coventry, and we're in the bottom of the second right now. And Austin is on the cam.
I think that has to be the quickest inning I've ever seen, Mike.
I think it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
MLB fans are weeping.
You know what this is kind of reminding me of, and we have John Harden here as well, who's running the scoreboard and the public address system. I don't know if you guys remember Austin, I know you don't. The 1975 World Series against the Red Sox and the Cincinnati Reds. It was 3-3, and they were going to play Game 7 at Fenway Park, but then they had 4 rainouts in a row. They couldn't get Game 7 in. They finally did. And the Big Red Machine, as they were known back then, the Cincinnati Reds won 4-3 in the game, but they also won the series 4-3. And my beloved Red Sox, the curse continued at that point.
Yep.
Until 2004.
Yep.
When it's all good again.
How many days on a rainout are we?
All right. So Justin Aloisa won. We
it's only been one?
Yeah, it's only been one. So Aloisa is still on the hill for Coventry.
Number 12, Justin Aloisa.
And
to the plate for Jewett City.
Number 45 is he's gonna lead it off. He is the cleanup hitter. We had Schultz, Gilgenbach, and Goodwin in the first inning. And now we're going to have Harden, Odo, and Hopkins in the bottom of the second. And a little bit different as far as baseball is concerned. We are being sponsored by different families. And the Ratcliffe family, Caden's parents, going ahead and sponsoring the bottom of the second, which we certainly appreciate you guys doing that. First pitch from Aloisa, ball one. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Pitching from the stretch. High and outside.
You can make it ball, too.
2-0. Yeah. Mike Minarski, Austin Smith, and John Harden. Rocking and rolling.
Full.
Here we go. That ball is inside. Almost looked like he was gonna maybe let it hit him.
Yeah.
He wasn't moving out of the way.
Andrew is no stranger to that.
3 balls, no strikes. Right down the middle, taken all the way, 3-1. Now you gotta think too. Alois is gonna have a little bit of rust, Austin, because he had to stop and then start all of a sudden.
And it's hard to get out of that momentum and then get right back into it.
Right. Strike 2 on the outside corner.
That's gonna make it 3-2. It's gonna even it up.
Yeah, I don't think he agreed with that call. Catchers, for the most part, are the most critical batting up. 3-2 count. Got him looking. He knew that one, I think.
Come on, Drew, swing the bat, bud.
That's going to bring us to 1 out at the bottom of the second.
Coming to the plate, number 2.
Here's Calvin
Odo.
1 down. Playing center field. Strike 1. Remember there was a suspended game one time with the Yankees and the Red Sox. Foul back. And we actually went to the suspended game and got the whole game.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was at Yankee Stadium.
Nice. That's going to make the count 0-2.
Now Luisa steps off. He's pitching from the stretch, as you can see. That ball is a little curveball. Kind of got away. High and outside, 1-2. Austin's on the cam. Predominantly today. That's what his number one job is. Making sure you see what he sees. And there's going to be a base hit into right field. That's the first hit for Jewett City.
And the bats are awake and swinging.
Here's Brendan Hopkins.
Brendan Hopkins.
The left fielder. First time up in the game. And remember, we started the game yesterday, but were unable to continue because of the rain. Hopefully we do not have that today. We actually have a doubleheader on slate for you today. The 13, 14-year-olds and the 11, 12s. Ball is high. Ball 1. So, Austin, as soon as we're done here, we're going to book them down and get out of here and got to get on over to the Little League field.
Yep.
Off of Hill Street. And the runner is going. Here is the throw, and he's going to be in there safe ahead of the throw. Stolen base for Calvin Odo. So if you're watching the game or listening to the game, there is a chat section. Put in the chat. Who's your team? Who is the player that you are rooting on the most? Big lead for Odo off of second base. He kind of fists it. That's going to be a tough one because the rain is going to slow it down. Everybody's got to be safe. As Harrington looked to first and to third, and he really had no play. So that's going to be a base hit for Hopkins.
To the plate, number 12, Walter Oconee.
Here's W.J. Oconee. Coming up with runners on first and third. Odo on third and Hopkins on first. Let's see if they send Hopkins here. 1 down. And he does go. And they aren't going to throw at all, so they're going to give him the stolen base. Do they call that defensive indifference at that point?
Defensive indifference.
Anyway, you slice or dice it, it's second and third, and there is a pop foul out of play to the left-hand side, going towards the batting cages, and yeah, I'm not going to get that ball back for a bit. Well, no, they're going to put it. It's always fun. It's like a carnival game over there.
Yeah.
It's like a carnival game. Look at this. Hey, look at it. It's like, hey, look at it. I think he stopped for now. 1-1 to WJ. That ball's going to get by the catcher. And we got a tie ball game, 1-1. As Odo comes around to score. And Hopkins gets down to third. That ball is inside. Oconee just kind of scoots out of the way, 3-1. Ball high. I think it's a base on ball. Here's Ryan Webster.
For Jewett City, number 13, Ryan Webster.
You start coughing and people take off. Like, hey, hey. You get a little side eye, and it's like, what's going on with you? Pick off a tempo at third. And Hopkins is back safely. Here's a little interesting tidbit for you there, Austin.
What's that, Mike?
Number 13, Ryan Webster, that's up to the plate. He's got a brother named Nolan.
Really?
And the runner goes, again, defensive indifference, and WJ is going to make it to second. So we got second and third, one out again. So I don't know if you see the riddle there. That ball's going to get away from the catcher, but not far enough for anybody to advance. Nolan and Ryan.
Oh.
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
Actually, I talked to Dan last night. I said, "Is this really true?" And there's a slow roll to short, and they're gonna get him, and they're not because the first baseman dropped the ball, and all the way from second comes W.J. Oconee.
And he's stealing from first to second. He's still going.
Well, because the ball got away from the catcher.
Oh, yeah.
3-1 Jewett City.
That was a wild error, I'll tell you that much.
So error on the shortstop. No RBIs for him, unfortunately, as they both score on the two-base error. And here's Barber. Derek Barber, the second baseman. Coach is going to come out and talk to Aloisa, but I think they're already going to give him the hook. Unless he hasn't been. Unless Aloisa only thought they were going to pull him.
What's the latest on the radar?
I haven't looked at the radar. I haven't looked at it at all.
Can't have all these things. I can bring it up for you right now. That's what I got right here.
Well, the Jewett City Dome will be constructed next year, right? Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that true? The Dome?
Yeah.
Get ready, Grizzle taxpayers. Dome's coming your way.
If people will believe the chicken farm, I'm pretty sure they'll believe the dome.
Yeah, just
At the plate, number 21, Derek Barber.
$4 million. You know, it'll
I know,
raise
right?
the mill rate to 1.5. You know,
We'll have our own little Truman show.
that's right.
We'll call it the Minarski Show.
Oh no. No. All right, here's Barber with a runner on second. Still only one out. And that's almost going to hit him, but he gets out of the way. It's funny because Aloisa, when he started off yesterday's game, seemed very, very sharp. And it seems like he's having a little bit of a rough time today so far. And there's a base hit into left field. That was a solid shot. Barber's on at first.
Coming to the plate, number 5, Colin Schultz.
Here's Schultz. This is his second time up in the ball game, first time just today. He flied out to left field his first time up yesterday. What is this, a game of cricket? We're playing multiple days? You got Jewett City players quoting the Beatles over there. Get back. 1 ball, no strikes. Schultz backs out of the way. And again, and they're going to give that stolen base away all day long, I think.
Oh, what was that called? You said fielder, was it defensive indifference?
Defensive indifference.
Yeah.
Give up the base and save the run.
Gotcha.
2-0 to Schultz. That ball is high, and that's going to score another run as that ball's going to get away from the backstop. And here's Webster coming across for the 4th Jewett City run here in the bottom of the second, 4-1.
And the runner at second advances to third.
Yeah.
They're in scoring position once again.
3 balls, no strikes. Aloisa having a rough outing so far. Remember, right after this game, we're going to zip on over to the Little League field and have the 11-12 game for you.
Mm-hmm.
That ball is low. And Schultz is going to draw a walk. Here comes
Now
Gilgenbach.
batting Number 8, Sam Gilgenbach.
Gentleman to my right, keeping the book outside, knows a little bit about this guy. Gilgenbach struck out his first time up. I don't even know why they're holding him on. He's just going to go anyway. Only 1 out. Dreary kind of day here in Jewett City. And there goes the runner, and no throw. So Schultz is now on second. Three hits this inning for Jewett City. 2-0.
You know, next they're going to fake him out. They're going to think that it's just defensive indifference again. They're going to steal the base. They're going to pitch it wild right to second.
Well, they've had a couple of runs scored on pass balls, so now it's 3-0, and they could be loading the bases for Ashton Goodwin. Will be the 9th batter of the inning. Strike 1. Strike 2. That was on the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 4-1 Jewett City, bottom of the second. That ball is high. Going to load it up.
And just like that, the pond is loaded.
Number 3, Ashton Goodwin.
Goodwin yesterday in his first at-bat lined out to the center fielder. He takes strike 1. As Aloisa is in a little bit of a jam right now. He's already given up 4 runs. There's only 1 out, and he's got the bases loaded. That ball's going to be fouling out of play off to the right side, down the right field line. They're about 40 feet past first base. And it's starting to rain once again in Jewett City. So, too, yeah. Aloisa looking in. Here's the pitch. That ball is outside, 1-2. Got a feeling these kids are going to get this game in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Ball 3. Now he's in danger of walking a run. And it's got to be rough in these conditions, especially with the ball, Austin, getting very, very wet.
Oh, yeah. That ump's got to keep him nice and dry. Otherwise, Eesh.
And there's the pop up into right field. It's played. Here's the runner from third. He's going to tag, and he is going to score easily. So Barber comes in and gets the 5th run for Jewett City. So Jewett City is batted around.
At the plate, number
It's Andrew
45,
Harden,
Andrew Harden.
who started off the inning by striking out on a called strike 3. The runner goes, and that's going to be a base hit as the shortstop was going towards second. And that's going to give him an RBI. As Schultz comes around to score.
Now batting, number 2, Calvin Ono.
It's the 4th hit of the inning for Jewett City. There's the 10th batter, or the 11th batter of the inning, as Jewett City is batted around. 6 runs in. Strike 1, fouled off. That ball looks like it was a curveball, just I guess broke enough to get the inside of the plate. 0-2. 2 down, 6 runs in for Jewett City here in the bottom of the second. They've batted around, and then some. Cued off the end of the bat, foul. Count holds at 0-2.
Keeps him alive, though.
Aloisa from the stretch. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's over his head, 1-2. If you're just joining us, 6-1 Jewett City. This is a continuation of yesterday's game, which was called after an inning and 2/3.
Something like that, yeah.
Two and 2 to Harden, the cleanup hitter. That ball is inside. That's not, oh, sorry, Odo, excuse me.
Ooh, caught him looking.
Got him. And that's going to do it for the end of the second. However, Jewett City comes up big. They score 6 runs. 6-1 after 2. Kind of interesting, Austin, because here the 13, 14-year-olds, Griswold is, Jewett City, excuse me, playing Coventry. And in the 11-12s, guess who they're playing?
Who are they playing?
Coventry. So
Nice. So it all comes together.
It's all the perfect plan.
Did you plan this, Mike?
No, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist either, so we're not going to go there. The aliens did it, okay?
Yeah.
If you want to go there, and
It's just good radio.
and I'm not even going to get into the political scene because that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Because you alienate, aliens, the people real quick. We just start talking like that.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
So we're gonna stay away.
Yeah, let's stay away from it. Let's talk about baseball.
So in the room, we want to say hello to Carol Segerstrom, Wendy Smith, Linda Hopkins, Mary Arpin, Linda Hopkins. Said that already, didn't I? Amy Patillo. Thanks for commenting and saying hello.
Hi, Mom.
So in the top of the third, It's the top of the order. Brandon White, the shortstop. Aloisa, the pitcher, and then Jason Bishop. Now, that's the combination that got Coventry their first run. Aloisa drew a base on balls. There was an error on the second baseman, which is Odo. Is that correct? No. It's Barber. Excuse me. And the runner went all the way to third, and then Aloisa scored on a bounce out, so to second base.
Leading off the top of the third inning for Coventry, number 2, Brandon White.
So on the hill for Jewett City is Ashton Goodwin. We started out with Harden, but because of the amount of pitches he threw yesterday, he has to have a mandatory 1-day rest per league rules, so he cannot pitch right now. He is actually behind the plate. Here's the first pitch. It's a ball. To Brandon White, the shortstop. Ball outside, just a little bit low. Rain still coming down here in Jewett City. But they're going to get this one in. 3-0. John, what position did you play when you played baseball?
I started out at third.
Yeah.
And then
Fastball, strike
in high
one.
school, they moved me to right.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, what did I do wrong? Yes.
Nice pitch. 3-2.
It's going to bring the count up.
See, back in the day, and it's different now because the kids are much more well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I was very well-rounded, and that's why they stuck me in right field. Got him looking. He thought he was going to first. And that's the second time that White has gone down via the K.
At the plate, number 12, Justin.
Here's Aloisa. The pitcher had a rough inning last inning. Yesterday, though, he had a base on balls, and scored the lone Coventry run. Swing and a miss. A little pop on that ball.
It's going to give us one strike.
How many, Austin? One?
One
You
strike.
know, Austin, you state the obvious, you'll never be wrong.
True.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swung right through it.
0-2 on the count.
Bishop on deck, the center fielder. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him.
Second out for the top of the third.
That's 5 strikeouts
Now
total
batting,
for Jewett
number
City
10,
pitching already.
Jason Bishop.
That's going to bring Bishop up to the plate for Coventry.
Harden had 3 Ks. And Goodwin's got 2. Ooh. Chopping wood. 1-1. Outside and low. Backhanded by Harden. You can hear the rain in the background. Here's the bouncer to short, slow roller, and on over to first. And almost we tried to scoop it, but no good as the ball gets away to the fence. And Bishop is going to end up on second base. And they're running very tentative with the wetness out there. You can see over on shortstop, it's starting
Now
to
batting, number 49, Ryan Murphy.
accumulate over there a little bit. We are in the top of the third. So Coventry has a runner on second. That's the third error for Jewett City. Here's Murphy. Popped up. First baseman looking for it, but the catcher's going to call it. I mean, the pitcher, excuse me. And that's the final out of the inning.
Yep. Bring us to the bottom of the third, Mike.
So thank you very much to the Ratcliffe family for sponsoring that last one. But now we're going to have a special guest. Austin, why don't you hand the headset on over to John Harden here.
Absolutely.
John, you're going to call the inning with me, I hope.
All right.
All right. How you doing, John?
I'm doing quite well, Mike. Thank you.
Listen to that golden tones, man. I mean,
1-4.
you should be doing what is that? You should be doing ASMR videos, I'm thinking. Good morning. I'm John.
In the top of the third inning, Jewett City threw 14 pitches. 15.
He's doing
total
double
pitches.
duty. So, John, thank you very much from you and the rest of your family for sponsoring the bottom of the third inning.
Excellent. No, actually, it's our pleasure.
I really appreciate that. And it's been a struggle with the weather.
It has. I know we've spent a lot of time together between the 11-12 team and yesterday here with the junior league team. And like you said earlier, it's like a cricket match. We're here every day.
You know, you want to go get a steak?
I'll go for a steak.
It is, and we were plus with the 11-12 games, you up in the booth up there, and we text back and forth, to keep in contact with one another.
Correct.
So, and you've got an excellent radio voice.
Which team?
You have a substitute, as we can see here. So Alonso's coming out of the game.
Substitution for Coventry. Number 8, Jacob Bisney. Coming in for number 7, Sebastian Alonso.
Jacob Visney, is that what you had?
Yes, sir.
And they're looking at the field. They're trying to give it a little bit of a makeover. So, John, have you been in Jewett City long, or how many years have you been up in this area?
I have been in Jewett City for 15 years, 3 years in Ledyard prior to that.
Okay. Now, you were you're ex-military.
I am ex-Navy sailor, submarine sailor.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I only say that on microphone because they want people to think I'm a good guy. But I really do care. So
No, appreciate it.
It's
It
a
was
whole
a great
PR thing,
Right.
Minarski's a jerk.
No, it probably goes a long way in this area.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're talking about military?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I have much respect for active and veterans. All right, so here we go.
Coming to the plate, number 17, Brendan Hopkins.
Here's Hopkins. Had a base hit, stole a base. Takes strike one. So, John, go ahead. I want you to call play-by-play here.
Play-by-play. All right, we have a hit right back to the pitcher. The pitcher's running it down, tosses the first base for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up number 12, W.J. Oconee.
Last
Coming
inning.
to the plate, number 12, W.J. Oconee.
He announces it for the people on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and everywhere else. Then he does the PA.
In the PA.
Listen to those tones, man. Listen to his voice.
That's a ball to the outside.
I want you to say Soul Train.
Soul Train.
You ever watch?
I do. We should get the little dance through the middle. There's a hit to the shortstop. Shortstop grounds it, throws it over the first for the second out of the inning.
So it looks like Aloysius settled down just a little bit.
I think it's those second-day jitters got him.
Yeah, that the whole All-Star thing. I mean, that's got to be tough on these kids.
Now batting, number 13, Ryan Webster.
Ryan got on an error from the shortstop, and there's a deep fly into left
First
field.
pitch
That's
hit deep into left. That is a foul ball.
that was just foul. But what did they do? They call it fair or they call it foul?
Looks like we may be asking for a judgment. That would be the home plate umpire's call.
It would, yeah. You're right.
And he's bringing Ryan back to the plate.
Now, if this was the Little League field, everything is fair over there. There's like a foot
Right.
of foul territory on the left-hand side.
No, we're kind of like Oakland Coliseum here. There's very wide foul territory.
Oh, yeah. What about the old Polo Grounds?
Narrow, but then, 500 to center? It was out there.
No, I'm thinking, no, not the Polo Grounds. L.A. What's the big, huge stadium they played there with? One time it was the Red Sox and the Dodgers, and they had like 120,000 fans there. It was about, I think, like 10 years ago or so. It was amazing.
All right, so we got 1-0-1 to Webster. Takes a ball on the second pitch. That'll bring it to 1-1. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Jewett City's up by 5. Score is 1-6. Here comes the pitch. To the outside, gets away from the catcher. No one's on base. No harm, no foul.
I'm not going to say this, the stupid line, hey, I got to watch out for this guy. He's got a great voice. I may lose my job. Yeah, I own it, dude. You're not getting my job. But you are good.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You ever hear that? You always get that lame announcer goes, oh my God, I better watch out. They're going to take my job.
So the umpire is walking out to the mound to give the pitcher, Aloisa, a fresh, dry ball. We're all thinking bright, sunny, dry thoughts.
You know what? I'm giving Gilgenbach this one. Y'all do this, all right?
Right. Hopefully everybody that's watching us right now is having as much fun as we are up here.
I kid around, but you really do have a good voice for this stuff. You really do.
And there's ball 4. That's going to send Webster down to first base and bring up Derek Barber.
He had a base hit to right field first time up.
Now batting, number 21, Derek Barber.
He's announcing and then he does the PA. This is funny. Oh, it's hilarious.
I do it for the parents, and I can tell you, I probably get my most compliments from the grandmothers.
Well, I'm going to leave that one right there, John. Here we go. I'm going to get a picture of John here on the microphone. Here we go.
That's funny. So Coventry's coach has come out to talk to the home plate umpire. I think he's questioning the condition of the pitching mound. Alois is kind of doing some housekeeping there.
Says he's good. It's like the rain's slowing up a little bit. Yeah, shortstops. Yeah, between short and third. That's always a problem, Spara.
First pitch ball.
Whether it's Legion or high school ball, that's. And the football field, forget it. I think it's still underwater.
We've got a 2-0 count to Barber. 2 outs. Runner at first.
I'm calling somebody out. Getting the rakes.
So we currently have a timeout on the field to do some rake up work because there is some puddling water. There is still rain, but like Mike said, it's clearing up a little bit. But to ensure all the players' safety, we're going to tidy up that pitcher's mound.
And that's really the main thing.
I agree. As a father of a pitcher, actually 2 pitchers.
2, yeah.
I appreciate that. Absolutely.
So I got to tell you something. We're going to put a comment up on the board here. Chris Polonin says, John's right. Grandma Carol Polonin loves his voice.
Absolutely.
God, you stud.
I'm telling you.
Pretty soon he'll be going, hey, girl.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Have you ever done this before?
Actually,
You must have, I think, at some point. You just, too much of a natural at this.
Too much of it. Well, I have to, I guess, full disclosure. When I was in college,
I used to work for ESPN. Yeah,
no. My fraternity would actually do a fundraiser for MDA every year.
Okay.
And I cannot skate. Well, I can get around a rink, but I can't hockey skate.
You're talking about Muscular Dystrophy Association.
That is
MDA.
correct.
Okay.
So the one thing that I could do to help participate was announce the games.
Oh, cool.
So that's really where it started. And then doesn't really count, but I was a radioman in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want me to speak the phonetic alphabet on like an HF channel, I'm your guy.
Can you do it like a sea beer?
Oh, like Breaker 19?
Breaker 19. We got a Smoky Bear by the 17-mile marker. Go ahead, give me a break, Brave. He's got a bubblegum machine going on.
Yes.
You know what that means? Bubblegum machine on.
Bubblegum machine on. I'm not familiar with that one.
Lights are on.
Oh, lights are on.
Yeah.
Well, see, I always had Snowman to tell me where those bear traps were.
All right, here's a little trivia for you. We're going to go back to your glorious MDA days.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last song that Jerry Lewis would sing at the end of the MDA telethon every year?
Oh.
Same
if you
song.
wouldn't have asked the question, I probably could have answered it. I can see it in my mind.
He's sitting on the bar stool every year. Well, used to.
Well, sitting on a bar stool, that was a Charlie Daniels song.
Oh,
So-
okay. All right. No, it was "You'll Never Walk Alone." And he was so emotional, during whenever he would sing it, he would literally most years he would cry. He would start, he would break down, and then stagehands would come out and help him off stage because he was so emotional. This was like life's work.
Right. Well, that's the power of music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things, especially in this position and working with the youth of our town and supporting baseball as well as football is, I think a lot of times the entertainment and the songs that you play can hopefully, maybe not change the momentum of a game, but maybe influence it.
Yeah. Well, power of music, I don't ever want to hear that song at Christmas time, Christmas Shoes, ever again. Ever. It's not a Christmas song. Just like Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. Come on.
Die Hard's totally a
Come
Christmas
on.
movie.
Just because we're at Nakatomi Plaza and you were going to.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Well, so, okay, if Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, what about Gremlins?
No, I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
That's not a Christmas
I
movie?
don't think so.
Oh, come on.
It happened at Christmas time, but it,
Right.
Frosty
the Snowman?
Now you're really pulling it out.
I mean, if you really think about it with Frosty the Snowman, it's technically not Christmas. It's just happening in December.
It just happened. Well, it could have happened in February. We don't know.
Right.
It's true.
I
We
just
don't
think
know.
Specifies.
it's a cautionary tale.
Oh, brother. You got any good dad jokes?
You talk to my wife, that's all I have.
Nice. So when does a dad joke become a dad joke?
40.
When it becomes, ready?
What's that?
When it becomes apparent.
Oh, see, all right. That's now the number one dad joke.
Get it? You see? Apparent.
I totally get it.
Apparent. Yeah.
JJ's going to take that one.
Oh. Well, folks, stick around. We're here all night.
We are.
Literally.
I tell you what, hey, it's a doubleheader of baseball here on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that. Well, if we get the games in, I would say last night's washout was tough.
What a great day for baseball. Let's play two.
Who said that?
Was it Yogi Berra?
No.
Wasn't Jimmy Durante? Was it? Was it?
No, I don't know much about his baseball career, but I don't think it was.
It was John right here in the booth. You said it just now.
No.
No.
Wasn't it Ernie Banks? Ernie Banks said that,
No,
right?
I don't think so.
No? You sure?
I pretty much.
Somebody
pretty
said
sure.
it. Somebody's going to tell us.
All right. Yeah. Anybody in the chat group? Who said that? Let's play two. Was it DeRozier?
No. Yep. I'm going to stick with my answer. That's my final answer.
Who is it? What did you say again?
I said Ernie Banks. I may be wrong, but I'm sticking with it, Regis.
Gonna be phoning a friend pretty soon.
Yeah, my contact list is pretty empty.
Oh boy. Let's see.
So we still have Barber. What is this? A 2-0 count? Looks like we're going to get started here. I believe Aloisa is still on the mound.
He is.
Here comes the pitch. Another ball over his head. That's going to be ball 3. 3-0 count to Barber. Got a slight lead at first. That's going to be ball 4. That's going to put 2 on the bases. And that's going to bring up Colin Schultz.
It's the second time
At
that
the plate, number 5.
Barber's
Colin
been on base.
Schultz.
2 out, 2 on. First count, pitch 1 low for a ball.
So far, Schultz has flied out to left field, walked and scored a run.
Pretty productive game. Pitch 2 is way outside in the dirt. That's going to be ball 2. All right, the Jewett City dugout is getting worked up. Inside pitch.
Knock it off. JC, knock it off.
Oh,
There's a pitch for a strike.
it was right down the middle too. But you know, when you're up 6-1, you might as well take the 3-0.
Take the don't swing on a 3-0 pitch with the lead.
Yeah.
There's a pitch, catches the outside corner. That's going to bring the count to full.
That's the second time that we've seen today that the ump has kind of fooled the batter. One Coventry player and not one Jewett City player.
Correct. Payoff. Back to the mound. Aloysius fielded it, walking it down, tosses to first. We've got the third out at the top of the third inning.
He was lucky there. He almost threw it away. He was a little too nonchalant there, but he did get it done. So
You do. Well, I think it's a balancing act. You don't want to, toss it over there and possibly overthrow. But you also have to get it to that first baseman to get the out.
True. That's because I've seen him do that a couple of times today with bouncers back to the hill. He just kind of walked over there, and I'm like, is he going to throw it?
Aloysius is at, well, that didn't count, so 46. 1-9.
They're doing, and during this game, just so you know, we hear these numbers being thrown around in the background. People are they're talking about how many pitches were actually thrown in that inning.
Coventry, with 19 pitches in the top of the third inning, brings the pitch total to 65.
I can tell you that's one difference that I've seen with the plate umpire, Ross Pease, who is also the umpire-in-chief for District 11, is that he does want the pitch counts announced after each half inning.
Yeah, I've never seen that. There's a few things I've never seen. It's definitely been a learning experience for me, John. Covering the Junior League and also Little League All-Stars. So there's so many different rules, between not just the baseball, but softball, high school. It's just
It's true.
different game. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you, as having coached every division of Little League from T-ball through majors, and then even umpired minors through Junior League. There are minor differences as you go through the divisions, and you have to keep mindful of that.
Yeah.
I'm just confirming we're top of 4.
Top of 4.
Top of the fourth inning. And as far as sponsors are concerned, we are very, very thankful for families and parents that have sponsored this ball game on the Jewett City side. So we do thank you. I'm sure there would have been parents from Coventry as well. They just didn't know about it. So we should thank them just the same for watching the game and listening in and enjoying. Hopefully you're enjoying. I know your team, Coventry, is down right now, but still, these kids are out there, they're playing, and they're having a great time, win, lose, or draw. So, which is nice because, you know, John, I'm telling you, I mean, it was tough for a year. I mean, you have boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you have any girls as well? Or?
No girls, just the two boys.
So you got two boys. What is that like? You know, I mean, we had one boy at home and one girl.
Well, I can tell you, it's been interesting. It's a lot of work, and I can tell you the partnership and the ability to have a wife like I do, you know, it makes it possible for us to get the boys in different places sometimes at the same time. So I, you know, obviously without her, we couldn't get it done. But fortunately, with just the age difference between the two boys, there's 1 year between them. So they have oftentimes
a lot of the same interests and stuff.
Same interest, and they've also shared teammates. So who was a junior teammate to Andrew would then the next season be the senior teammate to JJ.
Gotcha.
And then the friendships that you create here and the bonds that you create, which is one thing that, you know, is not unique to sports, but I think sports is special.
So you got you and two teen boys during the pandemic. How much testosterone? Did you guys blow up the house or? My God.
No, fortunately not. One thing that we tried to do was to keep things as normal as possible for the boys, you know, within the rules and guidelines that you had to follow. But we did spend some time, you know, outside and made sure that they still had, you know, those outside activities and spent that time outside. Plus, one of the things that the state of Connecticut did, the governor actually opened up the fishing season early last year.
You know, what's pretty interesting is that every parent I talked to, they did the same things but different. You know what I mean? Everybody had their own twist on things and how they managed their time during the pandemic. But I'll be the first one to say, well, and I wasn't the first one to say, but I am so glad that things have opened up and that these kids can get out there and do what they do. Ride their bike, play ball, play football, basketball, hide and seek, whatever it is. Cops and robbers. They even play cops and robbers anymore?
My boys have not.
They don't know what they're missing.
All right, so what do we have? We have number 3, Danny Fitzgerald, coming up, it looks like.
I think so. Boy, look at this guy. He's just taking over. Look at this.
Leading off for Coventry in the top of the fourth inning, number 3, Danny Fitzgerald.
And we want to also thank the Crowell family for sponsoring this half inning. Thank you very much to them. And it's because of you guys and the other sponsors as well that made this broadcast possible today.
So Ashton's going into his windup, throws the first pitch. That is popped up, foul. We've got a convergence, and it drops.
I will tell you this. There was a game that I did here with good friend and colleague, Kevin Merchant, who's the current president of the Jewett City Savings Bank. And he calls games with us. I am not kidding you. You see how figure the trajectory of a ball going from a foul right over the fence to him right here, stabbing the ball, and so it wouldn't hit my face.
That's impressive. I'd actually like to. Is there video of that?
I don't think so.
We've got another foul ball, but that was caught by one of the spectators. Good catch.
Nice.
Oh, he's waving to the crowd. He knows.
Somebody get him a chili cheese dog. Come on.
So we've got an 0-2 count to Fitzgerald. Goodwin's in a full windup for this pitch.
Got him.
And he gets the strikeout.
Or about the one, Mike, it was Mr. and Mrs. Merchant. Hopped it foul, went up over the fence, and the kid wasn't paying attention when
At the plate, number 6, Cam Harrington.
Yeah, matter of fact, his brother plays on this team. That was Nolan Webster. He was playing first base for Grizzle High School. And no joke, John, if you look at the fence right over there, you see where it's bent right there?
Yeah.
That was Nolan Webster running into it and then folding himself in half and falling over the fence.
That's giving your all right there. But he is not a small person.
No, he's not. And then I quickly looked over at his father, he was just stoic watching. And then the kid got right up. I mean, he almost went through the fence.
There's another pitch to the outside. Ball 2 brings us to a 2-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Ooh, did that look good?
Must have just missed that outside corner.
Bob Bucher used to say, just a bit outside. I'm in a goofy mood. I don't know.
No, and they pull the walk. That'll put a runner on first and brings us up to, who do we have here? Is this
Tate Gilbert?
Tate Gilbert.
First baseman.
At the plate, number 9, Tate Gilbert.
Quick
Throw.
move. Ooh.
Came back in safely on that one. The Goodwin's now pitching from the stretch with the runner on first.
That almost got him.
Way inside.
Just a bit inside. That was a buzz cut.
That was. I tell you what, home Hall of Fame induction speeches. There's a strike right down the middle. Brings us 1-1. You spoke of Bob Euchre just a couple of moments ago. His induction speech.
It's hilarious.
That should be in the Hall of Fame by itself. There's another check over at first. Gets away from the first baseman, Calvin Odo. He recovers it. Runner does not advance.
I must be in the front row.
Oh, the old commercials?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is just precious, man. It's just classic. You can do this as long as you want to. When you're done, you're done. Now, you tell me.
See, I wasn't quite sure if you wanted to keep the headset on me or not.
Yeah. If you want to rock it, do it. if you want to just not, then that's okay too. I don't want you to think you have to.
There's a pitch that caught the outside.
That kind of looked like a pitch that got called a ball on Harrington.
It looks similar.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, here we go. Little chopper down to third base. Going to throw it over to second. Barber's cover. Missed it. Runner's going to advance to third. Gilbert's going to remain at first base. We have runners first and third. And that's going to bring up Brendan Watson.
That is the second throwing error on a Oconee today.
At the plate, number 13, Brendan Watson.
First pitch called a strike on the outside.
That was framed very well.
I can tell you, that catcher, I'm not biased or anything.
Oh, yeah, you kind of know him, don't you?
I do. I think he lives in the second floor of my house. So we sometimes call him the man that lives upstairs.
I'm going to say that he might be a gamer.
Oh, he's absolutely a gamer
Yeah.
since he was a T-baller. There's a pitch for a swinging strike. That's going to bring the count to 0-2.
I don't know what Watson was thinking there because he was way late on that pitch. I don't know if he was thinking about something else.
May have been thinking
Fastball.
changeup and then caught the fastball.
Yeah.
There's another pitch. That's going to be outside. 1-2, 1 out. We did have the runner at first advance to second. We've got runners second and third. 1-2 count, 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Score is still Coventry 1, Jewett City 6.
Swing and a miss, foul tip.
Foul tip caught in the glove. That's going to be an out. And we should have Jacob Bisney coming to the plate.
That's 8 strikeouts for Jewett City pitching.
For Coventry, number 8, Jacob Disney.
That's 6 strikeouts for this guy.
There's a swinging strike. 0-1. Runner still second and third.
So now Goodwin is he a 14-year-old?
He is.
Okay.
Another swinging strike. Strike 2. 0-2 count. 2 out.
Is he going to go? Do you know? Has he said where he's going to go to high school or?
I believe he's going to stay right here in Griswold.
Got him.
And that's a 3-pitch strikeout. Going to end the top of the 4th inning. The score is going to remain 1-6 Jewett City. Runner stranded on second and third.
I like the way that kid pitches. He's got a good arm. He's got a little bit of a herky-jerky kind of motion with his left shoulder. You know, kind of fools you a little bit, and I think that's what happened with he kind of hides that fastball well.
He does, and I can tell you because Andrew and Ashton have been battery mates on several different teams, and they seem to be a good 20. I'm getting my pitch counts.
Had the ticker on the bottom. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I can take that off now. Want to thank, of course, a couple of our sponsors,
In the top of the 4th
a
inning,
couple of
Jewett City pitched
local
20
businesses
pitches,
that have
35
sponsored this game.
total pitches.
Katie Harrell, licensed massage therapist. She's at 91 Slater Avenue. You can give her a call at 860-861-7492. And if you missed that phone number, just rewind the game and you'll be able to get it. 860-861-7492. And it's funny because she came in here yesterday and we were talking a little bit. And I told her, I said, John, I told her, I said, I really need another massage therapist because I had one.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. And she's like, okay, all right. I'm not kidding you. No joke. And I told her this too. I said, I had this little, I don't know where she's from. I don't know. But she was no taller than 5 feet.
Oh, no.
But she was a bruiser. She'd get up on a stool and then use her forearm and her elbow. And I had no idea where that power came from.
Right. No. Well, I think massage therapists, if they're anything like physical therapists,
Oof.
I think part of their training is to be able to do that to you. Because I can tell you, I had thrown my back out at one point and had to go to physical therapy. So I show up for my consultation, and much like your massage therapist, probably not much over 5 foot.
Yeah, no. If she was 5 feet, then that's given her a couple, I think,
Right.
because.
But she tore me up.
Yeah. That's something.
You got subs? All right, just 1 sec. I'll hand this over. We got subs, Heaven.
So we're going to talk about subs in a minute. But we also have another sponsor that I want to talk to. A good friend of mine. I've known him for many, many years. I played baseball with him in Little League right here in Jewett City. Tom Leffler. Tom is the owner of Leffler Funeral Home right in Jewett City, right across from St. Mary's. Great guy, very community-orientated guy. Does everything with class, as far as his business is concerned, and very courteous, with his clients, because that's the roughest time in the world when that happens. And,
yeah.
And Tom is very.
Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, substitutions for
What's the word I'm
Coventry.
looking for?
We have number 38, Jackson Simmons.
I don't want to say
And for
professional
number 3,
because he is
Danny
professional.
Fitzgerald.
Right.
And number 11,
Um,
Owen Shearer. And for number
He's just
13,
got
Brendan Watson.
that he can tell, and how to treat people.
Right.
And when you're in that business, if you don't have that, and he does, so, and he's like that with the community too. He's very caring in the community.
I was just about to say he's caring.
I
He's
mean,
kind,
I
you
hate to give a testimonial in this type of business, but it's a fact of life. He handled the funeral services for my own mother, and he was did a wonderful job. Very caring and considerate. So, Tom Leffler, we appreciate you from Leffler Funeral Home in Jewett City. for sponsoring this game and sponsoring, community baseball, because that's what we are. It's all local, folks, and that's exactly what we do. So,
Yep,
that's that.
Local loves local.
That's true. All right, we're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Coventry back on the hill once again. The game is kind of going very, very slow because they have to do the doctor up the field.
Coming to the plate for Jewett City, number 8,
By-
Sam Gilgenbach.
And it looks like it's just barely sprinkling at this point.
Knock on wood, Mike.
So, you want the headset back?
So, do you want it back? I don't mind.
You want it back? You got it back.
We can have.
Let's do it, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll get this. We'll
If you're
go
having
back,
fun, man, do it.
we'll go back double duty here. We've got Sam Gilgenbach leading off the bottom of the second inning for Jewett City.
I got another game after this. Dude, take over.
No, well, now you're going against what you said in the beginning. You've
No.
turned that guy. You're that guy.
No, you know what it was? Is that I said, you want to do an inning. But then I'm listening to him like, this guy knows what he's doing, and he sounds good to boot.
I
So,
appreciate that.
huh? No, really, I'm not giving you any BS, man. It's straight up, no cap, as they say.
Yeah, don't be capping.
No.
Why are you so sus?
That sounds sus, man.
Yeah.
Oh God. These youngins.
Oh God,
Having two boys, that'll keep you up. Because when
bruh,
bruh,
Not
dab me
brah.
up, bruh.
bruh. I don't even know what that means.
I actually accidentally called something bling the other day and was told it's no longer bling, boomer.
Ice? Is it ice?
It's drip.
Drip.
It's not even ice anymore. It's drip,
Yeah.
Drip is a disease.
Mike, you got drips?
I don't know.
Post nasal.
Yeah, there.
That's
Thank
what
you.
we-
Thank you for saving that one, John.
My first pitch is going to hit the outside corner for strike one against Sam Gilgenbach. Alois still on the mound. Just beginning the bottom of the fourth inning. Bases are clear. Second pitch way outside for ball one.
Kids are going to be watching this game afterwards and going, "What are they talking about?"
No, this one's going to get time stamped on Facebook. They're going to be like, you got to listen between minute here and here.
And we're using their language.
We're hip.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Can we say that?
Yes, we can.
All right.
We're hip. We're
That's it.
We know what's going on.
For sure.
2-1 count. Hit just over the shortstop's head. It's going to drop in shallow left center field. That's going to be a single for Jewett City.
I don't even remember what we used to say back then. For sure was one.
At the plate, number 3, Ashton Goodwin.
So Goodwin, just to give you a little recap what's going on with him, he flied to center, flied to right, and got a base hit and was stranded on second in the second inning.
There's a ball to the outside. Sam's heading to second. The throw is into second. They got him.
I think they're going to appeal that.
There are calls for appeal.
Yeah.
But Sam is leaving the playing surface.
Yeah, they're not doing it. It's okay.
What was the count? That was a ball, correct?
Yes, sir.
Pitch on the inside, missed. 2-0 count to Ashton. We've now got one out with the throw out at second base.
Nice.
There's a rip right up the middle for another base hit.
So that stolen base attempt hurts right there.
Absolutely hurt in that particular instance.
Goodwin 2 for 4.
Coming to the plate, number 45, Andrew Harden.
So once again, thank you very much to the Crowell family for sponsoring the bottom of the fourth. We thank you very, very much.
I think
Helping
it's
us bring
great
the
that the
game.
parents
Oh,
filled in to sponsor the innings for the
You
game.
know how this actually came about? Because a lot of times I can think outside the box, with certain things. But actually, I had a current customer of mine said, "Why don't you try this?" And I said, "Well, I've never done that before." So I got a hold of Trish.
Mm-hmm.
From
Jewett City Little League board member.
Yeah, from the Little League. And she said, "Let's do it." And and this was like at 8:30 at night.
Okay.
That's a stolen base.
Pitch went behind Harden's head. Ashton Goodwin advanced to second base on the ball. We've got a 2-1 count. Runner in scoring position.
So I literally talked to her at 8:30 at night, and by 9:30 she had all the spots filled.
You want to talk about gamers? Looked like Andrew just fouled the ball off himself. Not happy with that.
That hurt. Just gonna walk it off a little bit.
I'll walk it off. So 2-2 count to Harden. 1 out. Goodwin still at second base. Umpires handing him the bat. Let's get going.
So Jewett City had that big second inning where they scored 6 runs. Haven't done much since, but it's been enough so far.
It has, and I think, like you said earlier, Aloisa calmed down a little bit. Was a little bit jittery there in the. I guess we can say, where did we start out at? The bottom of the second.
Top of the second.
Well, for the one pitch.
For the one pitch, yeah. That's oof.
Way inside. Ball 3, full count.
See, I can read teenagers a little bit, and I just got a glance of his face right there. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, because it's your son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I had to move.
Absolutely. Like you're messing up my groove, man. There's a pitch in the dirt. Harden's going to get a walk. Now we're going to have runners at first and second, bringing Calvin Odo to the plate.
Odo's got a base hit, stolen base, scored a run, and then struck out.
Now batting, number 2,
end the
Calvin
second.
Odo.
First pitch catches the inside corner. That's going to be a strike.
See, my thing is I'm very used to calling radio. So I'm used to calling every pitch.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're doing video like this, you don't have to.
Right. No, the pictures are painted for you.
Exactly.
Right.
So I have to find that happy medium between the two.
True. Have you found it?
No. I still don't ever shut up.
Mike's
So
like medium or happy? I don't know.
I'll finish a game, I'll go home, I'm still talking.
Right. Have to go home, do a debrief to yourself.
Now I wonder, now I know why I cleared the room at home. Everybody goes in their rooms when I come home. He ain't shutting up.
The record's broken.
I like being the color guy. I like doing this.
Frame by frame analysis post game. Mike's living room.
Goodwin he was more than halfway to third. Finally got the attention of the second baseman, I think.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely looks like they may have gotten into Aloisa's head a little bit. He's got runners on first and second. He's checking in on both of them. Here comes the pitch. That's outside. He's going to load it with a walk.
Here's
At the
Hop.
plate, number 17, Brendan Hopkins.
So Hopkins, he's also scored a run, stole a base, and he bounced back to the mound.
I'm thinking that one missed high.
I think you're right. This is a nice pitch.
That was right there in that lower corner.
It's a good pitch by Aloisa.
There's a hit into the shortstop. He's going to catch it. That's going to be the second out. Runners do not advance. W.J. Oconee coming to the mound.
To the mound? Is he pitching?
No, to the plate. I got too many things going.
Get the rookie. Get the
At the
rookie.
plate, number 12, W.J. Oconee.
See, Austin, I got the rookie, man. I got him.
It was just a matter of time. Takes a swing at the first pitch, hits it foul down the third base line.
I left my beverages here yesterday because I knew it was going to be back. So. Yeah,
Yeah, I had to rewrite my Coventry lineup because it blew away somewhere. There's a pop-up into foul territory on the third base side. Third baseman's tracking it down. He's going to make that catch.
Nice play. Harrington stayed with that ball the entire time, didn't take his eye off the ball, and made a nice play to end the bottom of the fourth.
All right, so we're going to be going into the top of the fifth. I'm going to wait for my pitch counts.
Hey, well, while you're doing that, I want to go ahead and say the parents, they don't even want to, but Calvin Odo himself is sponsoring the top of the fifth. Hey, so Dan Webster, how you doing? Come on in, Dan. Come on, I hear your kids are named after Nolan Ryan. Is that true?
My oldest is Nolan.
I know. Hey, Ben, you doing okay? So I'm going to get you on the microphone next. It's okay. We're good. We'll be into the one. No,
23-58.
give it to the league. Give it to Trish. Serious. Yeah.
In the bottom of the fourth inning, Jewett City threw 23 pitches for a pitch total of 58.
No, John, wrong
What?
guy.
Who?
Wrong guy.
Oh, Aloisa.
So Calvin Odo, one of the members of the Jewett City All-Stars, says, hey, I'm going to go ahead and sponsor this. And you know what? Dan Webster just said, he goes, I didn't even know about this. And he immediately said, I want to sponsor this.
23 pitches for Coventry.
And I
Brings
told
the pitch
him
total
to
88.
I told him to just give it to the league. Give it to the league if you want to make a donation. You know, we had a certain agreement with the Little League field. We're good. If anybody else wants to donate at that point for this game to the league, you know, hopefully it's So hopefully, you know, maybe the league will find new revenue streams,
Hopefully.
you know, available. So we only learn from each other, you know, and John, things are so different and tensed up, you know, in the business world. You have to create different opportunities.
Absolutely. I find that very true in my day job.
What do you do during the day?
I am a program manager for training and simulation.
So you're a gamer too.
I have engineers who can do it. Like if my mouse stops working, I'm dead in the water.
Gotcha. All right, top of the fifth. Here we go. It looks like it's just barely sprinkling, which is nice. But they still have to doctor up the field a little bit. We still have to do that. So, top of the fifth. Look what we got. Watson, Visney, and White, I believe.
So we got
It's white.
Coming to the plate, number 2, Brandon White.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the book wrong. Mike Gelgenbach just corrected me, and he was absolutely correct. Takes a village.
it takes a village.
Yeah. Or a burrow, even.
Or it takes a burrow.
Oh,
That's a T-shirt, man. That's a T-shirt right there. It takes a burrow.
it's pun fun in the burrow.
Oh, my God. I got to write that down. I really do.
Was that a ball?
Sorry, Mike. I'll take 10% of the revenue.
It takes a – no, sorry. You work for SNS and Wolverine Media. All of your ideas roll up to us.
Second
Wow.
pitch,
Look at that. Oh, I thought that was going to be
ripped
fair.
foul.
You got all of that one. For a minute, I thought he was actually using a wood bat. I used nothing but wooden bats.
I only used wood bats.
You get more pop on a wooden bat. You hit that sweet spot. I think the aluminum bat's dead in the ball.
Well, one of the things, not so much here in junior league, but in the lower divisions, they did change the bat characteristics. And there was a little pop-up to Ashton at pitchers for the first out of the top of the fifth inning. That's going to bring up Justin Aloisa.
One down.
At
And
the plate, number
thank
12,
you to Calvin
Justin
Odo and
Aloisa.
your family for sponsoring here the top of the fifth inning. So we certainly appreciate that. And I mean that. I really do. Ooh.
Was that a car? I think that may have been a car.
See, this is almost like a carnival game.
It's like at the Norwich game, John.
Let me tell you something. I parked here a couple of times. I've lost 2
Absolutely.
windshields here.
Couple wild
That's
fouls.
not a joke. I've actually lost 2 windshields over here. So,
Well, that's why I got baseball coverage in my insurance. There was
nice.
that looked like it was going to drop, but the center fielder caught that for the second out. Fantastic play in center field.
Yeah, that was Odo. Look at that. Calvin Odo sponsors the inning and then makes a big play.
Now batting, number 10, Jason Bishop.
You got insurance, right?
Yeah, USA. Was that a pitch? Did I say that? I did.
So we just got somebody asking, are you going to be streaming the 11 and 12-year-olds after? Yes. The answer is yes. We're doing a doubleheader tonight, kids. 13, 14, and 11, 12. You know what I was worried about, John?
What is
Honestly, and I thought this yesterday. I was telling Trish this too. I said I was really, really concerned about today
that?
with the game being moved because I didn't want – at point I had to make a decision. But thankfully the schedule worked out that we could do. I didn't want the kids to think I was choosing one over the other.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, even if you didn't even intend for that to happen, it
Right.
could certainly be perceived that way.
Yeah. And they're just kids. And I didn't want that to.
At the plate, number 49, Ryan Murphy.
So it worked out really, really good. So we're going to be going ahead and being able to do the 11-12 game as well. There's a base hit in the right field. Bishop is going to head on down to third. Look at this, John. Coventry's got something rolling.
They do. They moved the runner over to third on that single. That was a sharp shot.
Yeah,
That was Murphy with the base hit, correct?
it was.
Now batting, number number 38, Jackson Sinna.
All right, so this is a sub coming in for Fitzgerald. Runner goes, no action.
So Murphy, yeah, he took second base. Andrew did throw it back to the mound. They let him get that base. You now have runners second and third. Swinging strike on that one brings us to 1-1.
2 down. Trying to get out of the inning here.
Another swinging strike, 1-2. Like you said, 2 outs. Runners in scoring position. We've sat at this 1-6 score for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Since the second inning.
Correct.
Ooh.
Oh, good stop.
Nice stop by Harden. That prevented a run right there.
That did. Those are the little things that catchers do to help your ball club.
It's little things, John. It's the little things.
This PSA brought to you by the catcher's father.
Hey, look at this. My FICO score's up.
There's another pitch on the
See
inside
this?
misses. We're going to go full count on Senna.
I just got a notification. I went, hey, look, my FICO score's up.
That is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That caught it. Outstanding pitch. So with that strikeout, that's going to move us to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's going to be Ryan Webster leading off for Jewett City.
9 strikeouts for Jewett City pitching combination today. It was 2 for Harden and then 7 for Goodwin. But then again,
Who's he?
Harden only
That's
pitched
yours?
an inning and 2/3.
You keeping the ball? So that windshield was my wife's car.
Congratulations.
What do I win?
It's a foul ball.
Did it really hit it?
Did
it break it?
did. Yes, it did.
I'm so sorry, John. And I was just saying that I put it out there in the universe, and now you lost the windshield.
I think I'm car shopping this weekend. She's wanted a new vehicle.
Oh.
Now she's going to be like, well, I can't see through this windshield. We have to get a new one.
My God, the molding is coming up. It looks like hell.
In the top of the 5th inning, 16 pitches for Jewett City. That brings the pitch total to 51.
All right. Who do we got here in the bottom of the 5th, sir?
Bottom of the 5th, barring any substitutions, we've got Ryan Webster, then Derek Barber, then back to the top of the order with Colin Schultz. But I think we may have some subs.
But I do apologize to Mrs. Harden for putting that out in the universe about a busted windshield.
Yeah, well, they let her keep the ball. So that's a thing.
Oh, there you go.
Souvenir.
John, we have 6 entering for 13.
6 for 13.
We have 22 entering for 21.
22 for 21.
Yep. I'll give the yellow to him.
So she got the ball at least, right?
She got the balls, and I tell you, I
Yeah.
mean, the kids are going to be jealous because you go to a ball game and you come away with a ball. That's a win.
Yeah.
And with mom getting the ball, hey, she's now cool.
That's probably the that's probably the oh, I don't even know how to say this.
I'll take a baseball for a
7
broken windshield.
7 re-entering for 8.
It's kind of like getting a sticker after you got your COVID shot.
Just once, Mike. What was that last one?
7 re-entering for 8.
Okay.
So Alonzo back in for Disney.
All righty, here we go.
Substitutions on both clubs coming into the bottom of the 5th inning. We have number 6, Jackson Fleming, coming in for number 13, Ryan Webster. Number 22, Patty Crowell, coming in for number 21, Derek Barber. And for Coventry, number 7, Sebastian Alonso, coming back in for number 8, Jacob Disney.
So that does change up what we said a little bit. We're going to have Jackson Fleming, then Pat Corwell, and then coming back to the top of the order with Colin Schultz.
Is this new re-entries this year for Little League and Junior League?
The announcing of the substitutions?
No, like the re-entries and the subs in and out.
No, that happens. You are bound by some of the rules for minimum playing time in some situations.
Yes.
And of course, especially in like a district championship game where, if Jewett City wins this game, they take the Junior League District 11 championship.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about too, so people understood that. So do you want to go ahead and describe that, or you want me to do it?
Oh, you may know more than I.
Oh, I don't know, man.
But I do, as I understand it, if Jewett City holds on to the lead and wins this game, they take the Junior League District 11 championship. If they were to lose this game, we have to play a second game in Coventry.
Mm-hmm.
And then the winner of that game would take.
And the reason for that is because in this league and in this level, it's double elimination, and Coventry has already lost one game. So if they lose this one, boom, it's done. But Jewett City hasn't lost.
Correct. There's swinging strike one.
6-1. Bottom of the 5th. Jewett City leading.
Well, way outside. Bring the count to 1-1.
I kind of wonder if, and I don't know, if Coventry doesn't have a lot of pitching because this kid's a workhorse. He's a workhorse.
He is, and I can tell you that first game, he was efficient. He actually came out of yesterday's shortened start with just 7 pitches.
Yeah.
So coming into today, that got wiped. Being less than 20 pitches, he starts fresh. There's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2.
But I mean, he's going into his 5th inning of work.
Correct. He's at 88 pitches right now. There's one that got away from him.
What's the limit?
95.
So he's probably not going to make it through this inning.
He probably won't make it past the next batter.
Gotcha.
We've got a full count on Jackson Fleming. No outs, top of the 5th inning. Like we were saying, Aloisa for Coventry still on the mound. There's a pitch fouled straight back, almost
See?
into the booth.
Telling you. So now they got to pull him.
He'll be able to finish the batter he's at when he hits his count.
Okay.
If my car was parked right there, I'd probably lose a windshield. There's a foul ball.
Hey, get a second ball.
Get a
Right.
second ball. That's worth the price of admission alone.
I tell you what, Price is right. Of course, of all the cars in the parking lot. And how big's a baseball? Swinging strike out. 1 out for Jewett City here in the top or the bottom of the 5th inning. That's going to bring up Patty Crowell.
Coming to the plate, number 22, Pat Crowell.
It's first time up today. And as advertised by yourself, Mr. Harden, and Mr. Gilgenbach, because of the pitch count, they're going to go ahead and pull Aloisa off the mound.
Fist bump by the coach. He actually did a great job.
He
I mean,
did.
despite the score, he pitched well.
Despite the score, he had that one tough inning in the 2nd inning where he gave up the 6 runs. But here you go. I would look at it this way personally, because I'm going to give it advantage to the kid, and anyway, is that he just came in, after, really not much warming up.
Correct.
Or anything. It's cold. It's damp. He had a great first inning yesterday. So change it all around, and
Right.
you got a very slick mound. The ball, the texture in the field is much different.
Right. He took us down 1-2-3 yesterday on 7 pitches.
And that was 1 inning. And then he's been solid the rest of the way. So he did a heck of a job. You got to give it to him. You got to give him the kudos.
He should be proud of himself.
Yeah, should be very proud of himself.
But it looks like we're going to have number 6, Cam Harrington, coming in to pitch for Coventry in relief of Justin Aloisa.
So Harrington is coming in from 3rd. I'm assuming Aloisa is going to go either to 3rd or short. So we'll see.
Right. He is still out there.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens.
So there's the umpire going out there to give him the situation.
It's like short. Nope. He's going to go to 3rd. He's
Now
going to
pitching for
3rd.
Coventry, number 6, Cam Harrington.
So he's going to go to 3rd, and then Brandon White is going to stay at short. Sometimes the pitchers, they put him at short when they're not pitching because they got that arm.
They do. And you can notice, I don't know if coaches do this on purpose, but a lot of times when they bring that relief pitcher in, the pitcher's going to go to the spot that relief came from.
Yeah.
First pitch is going to miss outside to Patty. He's a lefty. We got a couple of them on this team.
And it's difficult, if you notice, too, for especially at this level, to pitch to left-handers.
Right. Hit right back to the mound. Throw over the first. For the out. 2 outs.
Hey, just to confirm, who's the pitcher? Number what?
6.
Number 6.
Yep, the pitcher is Cam Harrington.
At the plate, number 5, Colin Schultz.
All right, so Colin is flown to left, walked, scored in the 2nd, and then bounced back to the pitcher in the 3rd.
First pitch is going to miss high. First pitch is going to miss high.
So Coventry pitching, I mean, they have certainly settled down. And if this, we may be in a tie ball game if that 2nd inning didn't happen. So
Absolutely. That changed everything.
it did.
And I tell you, for the kids starting out, they had their game short and postponed yesterday evening. Come back this evening to play this game in similar conditions, not as bad, but to be able to put it together and put those runs together, kind of put themselves in the driver's seat.
And driving to Coventry too, and back and forth, it's a 45-minute ride.
That's a trip. That's dinner on the way home. That's one of those.
Yes.
Can we stop somewhere?
Speaking of dinner, Now you got me thinking.
2-1 count to Schultz. He pops it up into, well, that's going to make it to the shortstop. He's going to put it away. That's the third out. We go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Score is still Coventry 1, Jewett City 6.
So bottom of the fifth, here we go.
Well, we're going to top of the sixth.
Top of the
now.
sixth, excuse me. Top of the sixth. I want to thank the Hopkins and the Harrell family. Of course, Brendan, that's on the team. We appreciate you sponsoring this part or this inning, the top of the sixth, as Jewett City takes the field. Looks like we have some wholesale changes. We have some wholesale changes
Do a
for
couple of
Jewett City.
Substitutions here.
Yeah. What do you got?
Coming in defensively for Jewett City, number 24, Semi Violet. In for number 17, Brendan Hopkins. And number 11, Caden Deskus. In for number 12, W.J. Oconee.
So getting everybody in on this game, kind of going back to what we were talking about just a few moments ago. You know, in a game like this, everybody wants to have a piece. They want to contribute to that team. And I think Wally, the manager of the Junior League All-Star team, is doing a good job of getting his players in and out and getting them some of that field time.
Absolutely. Goodwin still on the hill for Jewett City.
Yeah, and it's going to be Coventry's new pitcher, number 6, leading them off here in the top of the sixth, Cam Harrington.
Leading off the top of the sixth inning, number 6, Cam Harrington.
Cam has walked. He walked in the fourth, got to third, but was stranded there, and then he struck out in the second. So this is his third time up. He's 0 for 1 officially.
So he's got to help himself out here.
6 Harrington, top of 6th inning.
Here's the first pitch from Goodwin. That's going to be high. Nice stop by the catcher again.
Reminds me of a Styx song. Come Sail Away. Just went.
It did.
Come sail away with his mic.
Yeah, I think so. Another one. See? Stop
almost,
it.
Almost an identical pitch there.
Don't say it again. See what happens. We put something out in the universe. We bust a windshield and we get two errant throws. Don't do it.
3 pitches, 3 balls, 3-0 count to Harrington. Slowly making our way back to the strike zone with that third pitch. Here we go.
Pitch. Nice pitch.
3-1 count to Harrington.
A nice pitch. That was another one.
That one caught the outside corner. He hit the inside, then the outside.
He hit in spots, but those last 2 pitches were nice. Does he come inside here? What do you think?
He's going to go down. No, he came in. Lost him.
Come on, Ashton.
At the plate, number 9, Tate Gilbert.
There it goes. They saw it
There's
coming
a
a
throw to
mile
second.
away.
Ooh, throw was a little high. They're going to be safe
Yeah.
in at second.
Yeah, better throw. Right on the bag, a little lower. They would have had him.
Outs, Ashton, outs.
Right, so we've got runner in scoring position for Tate Gilbert. Inside again. 1-0. 2-0. Was there 2 pitches?
Oh, yeah, because he stole off the first one.
Ooh.
Woo!
Where'd that miss? Where did that miss? If it was low, it's about it.
Pitch is high. 4-pitch walk.
It's 2 walks in a row.
Yes, tag third, tag third.
Well, if you're going to look at one positive thing, they have gone ahead and set up a force at every base except home.
At the plate, number 11, Owen Shearer. Does look like
Got to remember which microphone I'm speaking into. Manager comes out to the mound to talk to Ashton, maybe calming back down. They're sitting here in the top of the sixth. These junior league games are 7-inning games.
Right.
So he's right here coming down the home stretch. You've got a 5-run lead. And let's see, they're at the bottom of the order. So you definitely don't want to turn this over. You want to be able to get out of this lineup.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give away a bunch of freebies at all. Now it's 10 minutes after 7, so this game is going long. Did they start the Jewett City game early?
No, the 11-year-olds are playing right now. They didn't finish the game last night. They ended at quarter of 11.
You mean 9, 10, 11? All right, so 11, 12. So they're going on at 8, right? Oh,
There you go.
Right
Nice
down
pitch.
the middle.
nice pitch.
Looked like the same spot, but it had to be a little bit low. That's going to bring the count 1-1.
Good pitch, Ash.
That was a good pitch. He's throwing good.
He is. Check back on second base. He's going to get in safely. So here we are, top of the 6th inning. Coventry's at the plate. Runners on first and second. 1-1 count on Shearer at the plate.
There you go. 1 2.
Right here, Ash.
Tell you that outside corner, he's painting it. And when he gets the ball there, he's getting the call. That's fouled up. Count's going to remain 1-2.
Mike, have you checked the weather? What it's going to be like for the rest of the evening? Does it look good, or you don't have to check? I'm just saying if you did.
It's got to be good. We told people all shiny, bright, dry thoughts.
I got no cell site at all.
Yeah, I don't either. Very little.
The pitch from Goodwin is fouled off to the right. Count still 1-2 to Shearer. He's battling.
Got him.
Oh. 2-2 count. Pitch to the outside was ruled a ball by the home plate umpire.
No soup for you.
That pitch is going to bring it full with another pitch to the outside.
There's been a couple of questionable calls in the last couple of at-bats. And pitches that have looked really good, like that one.
That was fouled off. That may have been a strike. If he wouldn't have swung at that one, that may have been a called third because that looked very similar to the outside pitch that Ashton got the strike call on.
Good plate protection by Shearer.
Absolutely. You know, you get into a count. You're 3-2. You've got runners on. You're behind in the game.
Yeah.
You know, you want to fight off those tough pitches, and then hopefully the pitcher makes a mistake, and then you can tee off on it.
Got him.
Got him looking. There's the first out.
10 strikeouts for Jewett City pitching.
coming to the plate, number 7, Sebastian Alonso.
Fight, Ashton, fight.
All right, so this is the number 9 batter for Coventry. So that outside pitch was called a strike. So we're noticing, I think Jewett City's recognized that they are getting some calls to the outside. They're going to stay there. Went to the outside again.
A little too much. Any pitcher will take it, though.
Absolutely. Keep them guessing. 1-1 count, 1 out. Runners on first and second.
It's in the dirt.
In the dirt low. 2-1. Maybe we're just changing the eye level.
He's working out there. He's laboring. He's definitely laboring. I think he's having a little bit of a frustrating inning.
Missed high.
In danger of loading the bases.
Yeah, we load the bases. We're going to turn it over with the number 1 batter, Brandon White, coming in.
Nice pitch. That was a nice one. Took a little off of it.
He did. Got the swing and the miss. That's going to bring it full. I think Jewett City, if they can get the out right here, go into the top of Coventry's lineup with 2 outs, that would be much better than having 1 out, bases loaded. There it is. There is a caught looking strikeout. Out number 2 at the plate is number 2, Brandon White.
So
At the plate, number 2, Brandon White.
So Ashton has definitely done a great job for keeping this, keeping them in the inning. They had a couple of runners on, came back with 2 quick strikeouts. And here's a guy, Brandon White, that he struck out earlier today.
Missed outside on the first pitch. I can tell you that's the one thing, the resilience of the Jewett City team is when they get runners on, they haven't lost their composure. Yeah. They've been able to stay in that inning and get out of that inning without any damage.
The buzz cut inside.
Inside pitch, not back wide off the plate, coming back in, 2-0 count. Fastball over the plate. White's able to foul it off. We're 2-1.
Are you looking on the payroll now? Is this what's happening here? Or
there's payroll?
No.
Oh. We can't set up direct deposit?
I can get you a Twix bar.
Right Twix or left Twix?
You can have both.
Oh, both Twixes? Yeah. Is it Twixes? What is the
plural
of Twix?
I don't know. I think it's just Twix. Kind of like deer. There's 1 deer, 2 deer, 3 deer. Oh, dear.
There's a hit to the shortstop by White. Kind of slowed down in the wet conditions. Overthrow at first base. That's going to score a run. Runners advance.
So Bishop comes in with the second run of the game. That's really the first run they've scored today, because the 1 run they scored was actually yesterday in the first inning.
At the plate, number 12, Justin Aloisa.
Correct. So here we go. Here's the starting pitcher for Coventry, batting in the number 2 spot for Coventry. He's got runners 2nd and 3rd. Takes a strike to the outside. Damage was limited with that overthrow at first. Coventry was only able to get 1 run in. The score is now Coventry 2, Jewett City 6.
I think White jump way down the base path. What an opportunity for the center fielder to come in and pick him off.
Wouldn't that be something? Center fielder to come in and get the guy out at second to end the inning.
He's way down. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, good on him. He's definitely going to score on a base hit. So,
well, I think that's what they need to do. I mean, here we're in the top of the 6th inning here. They're down by 4 runs. They have runners on 2nd and 3rd. So if they can get a base hit through the gap, it probably will score those 2 runs.
I just think a regular base hit does, because he's so far down that line. And nobody's paying attention to him.
Now batting, number 10, Jason Bishop.
Bishop got on with an error in the first, also on an error on the 3rd, and then he walked in the 5th. The bases are loaded.
Bases are loaded. First pitch is high, and it's a ball. So, yeah, looks like Bishop, he's had a fantastic on-base percentage, but he hasn't had to earn it, I would say.
It's been given to him.
There's a strike, 1-1.
You know, a shot to the gap. It's a whole new ball game.
It absolutely is. Like we said, I mean, Coventry's making a move here. We got bases loaded, 2 outs. We have a runner that's been on safely, the entire game?
Yeah.
There's a foul tip, strike 2.
He needs a strikeout right here. This will be absolutely huge if he can get this strikeout here, especially to the number 3 hitter.
They can take out the number 3 hitter. That was a foul into the catcher's glove. Out number 3. Jewett City gets out of the jam. Wow, that was
good
fantastic.
job pitching out of that jam too by Goodwin. He needed that. You know what? And that's going to be a good shot in the arm going into the bottom of the 6th and top of the 7th towards the latter part of this ball game.
Absolutely, that's going to give a jolt to the rest of the Jewett City team.
Yeah.
Your pitcher was up there. He was battling. He struggled a little bit in the early innings. He kind of tightened up as they went further into the bottom of Coventry's lineup. Coventry was able to turn it over. But then, like you said, the number 3 batter went down.
Yeah. All right, get some comments. Linda Hopkins says, awesome job. Robin Odo says, way to go. My name is Mike Minarski. We have John Harden calling balls and strikes and play-by-play right now. Just give him the microphone and boom. What an audition. And we got Austin Smith on the cam. Austin's like, crap, that was my game.
In the top of the 6th inning, Jewett City threw 38 pitches for a total of 89 pitches.
So taking a little bit of time for Coventry to come out. So just as much as we were talking about how that last strikeout right there, or really those last 2 strikeouts that Goodwin had, a little bit of a shot in the arm for Jewett City, kind of took maybe a little bit of the wind out of the sails for Coventry.
It does, because they were buckling down. They were making that move. They got base runners on the bases. Like we said, they loaded them up. They had their number 3 batter at the plate, which as a manager, that's probably, you wouldn't want to draw it up much better than that. And then Ashton was able to pull it off with the fouled strike 3 into Andrew's glove.
Yep. All right. Bottom 6th.
So bottom 6, we've got Sam coming up.
Yeah, 2-3-4.
2-3-4. That was my locker combination in high school.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's my password to get into Windows.
Right.
What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exclamation point.
Yeah.
Got to have a character. Everybody's using exclamation point or dollar signs because they're making bank. That's why. What's another one of them words,
Would it make bank or would it be making it rain? Whoa, we don't want to say that.
No, yeah. No. Oh,
At the plate, number 8, Sam Gildenbach.
Don't want to say that. I know. Make it snow. No, don't say that either. No, I think we're safe. Because it's looking pretty good up there. It's actually lightening up.
It's probably brighter now than it was at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Pitch misses outside. 1-0 to Sam Gildenbach.
So Coventry's got one more shot. Being down 5 runs, they definitely have some ground to make up.
They do. There is a shot into left center. Left fielder's coming in. He's going to make the catch. That's going to be the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. And going to bring up number 3, our pitcher, Ashton Goodwin.
Now batting, number 3, Ashton Goodwin.
So Gilgenbach, just so you know, is now 1 for 3 officially. Goodwin is 2 for 4. A couple of base hits, a couple of flyouts.
Took a ball there. That must have just missed high because that looked center of the plate. But I think Jewett City's in a good spot right now. Like you said, we're 2-3-4. We got the number 3 batter up there right now. Just took a strike, 1-1.
So just want to go ahead and make sure that we announce it again that right after this game, we're going to huck it right on over to the Little League field and carry the 11-12 All-Star game, also against Coventry. Just a younger version of this Coventry game.
No, actually, these two towns are getting to know each other quite well.
Yeah.
We've got the Junior League play in Coventry. We've got the 11-12s play in Coventry. There's the pitch.
They play some good baseball.
3-1 count to Ashton.
And you know what's nice for me personally watching these, especially the Jewett City kids, is that I'm getting a little bit of a feel of who's coming up to Griswold High School, who we're going to be calling.
Oh, there's a shot into left field. It's hanging. Left fielder's tracking it. He's going to make the catch for the second out.
That's 7 in a row sat down by Coventry pitching.
7 in a row.
7 in a row.
At the plate, number 45, Andrew Harden.
So Harden is 1 for 2 officially. Struck out, base hit in the second, and base on balls in the fourth.
Let's see if he can keep it going here. Ooh. Missed inside. Well, no, I think it goes back to the Coventry pitching is after the beginning of today's restart, they've really settled down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kept the Jewett City bats quiet.
Nice pitch. That was a good pitch.
1-1 with the strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, I mean, Harrington pretty much just kind of took some of the paint off of the outside corner.
There's a pop-up. That's the one thing I can tell you with Harrington. He's getting these Jewett City batters to pop up. They're not getting solid contact on it.
Right. They're just kind of chipping the ball. And it's something, too, because, one of the things that a lot of the players, especially on the Little League level, they'll say, well, he's really fast, man. He's, they almost afraid of the pitcher because he has really good velocity, but really, as you travel on through junior league, senior league, high school, Legion, and their fourth, single season AA in Norwich, but I don't even think they do. What are the narwhals now? The sea unicorns.
Sea unicorns.
Yeah. What do they play? What league are they in?
All starters back in the game. Do we have a pitch count on that one? Not yet. No, yeah, the North Sea Unicorns playing out of Dodge Stadium. They are part of the Futures College Baseball League. Okay. So these are current college students that are playing some summer ball right here in Norwich, Connecticut.
Well, that's interesting.
We've gone to several of those games. It's fascinating ball. I mean, you've got a little bit of mixture of D1, 2, 3.
You know what? Any baseball is fun to watch if you just go. And just watch the game. But it's like, I guess the point I was trying to make is that as the kids get older, they find out that it's not really so much velocity that really makes you a really good pitcher. It's finesse. It's hitting those spots. It's hitting the inside corner, the outside corner, keeping the ball low. Mixing your pitches, changing speeds. Those types of things. And and I'm not saying that just because he's right outside my door, but his son Evan, Mike Gilgenbach's son Evan, is very good at that.
Hit those spots.
We've been watching him all, since he's been pitching in high school. That's been my visibility to him, and he's gotten so much better right on down the line.
Well, that's the one thing that you'll see with a lot of those power pitches. Velocity can get some batters, but I can tell you, if you get them timed up, that ball's going to go just as far in the other direction. If you can't hit those spots or have some movement on those pitches, a straight fastball is probably one of the easiest pitches to hit.
Sure. If you can time it right. But, the younger kids, they can't, it's hard for them to time that.
Right.
Huh? 6-1. Oh, the score.
Yep. Is it? He went that way?
Oh.
So we've got the wall behind us.
I guess the umpires are looking for the official score. No. I heard that the umps in this game are going to be the same ones over in Jewett City over at the Little League field. However, that is not true.
Not true.
It is not true. I don't know if Mike knows that.
Oh, did we get a pitch count from the last half inning?
I don't know if Mike knows that the umpires are going to be different. Steve Champagne. I saw him today. He said he was doing a little league game.
Right now, yeah. So Mike, he's the official scorer for this afternoon's ball game. He's currently conferring with the umpires. I believe the questions regarding substitutions for the teams. We're coming into the top of the 7th inning. I believe it's all starters back in.
So now we have the two managers chatting it out over there too. Jay and Wally.
Right.
Well, the umps are they definitely keep it right on the straight and narrow.
They do, and I can tell you that this umpiring crew, they've had to battle out with the weather just like we have, because they can't change their umpiring crew between the games. So they've also had to change any type of scheduling that they had to support the changes in the game. So, I mean, kudos to those guys, and then to be able to keep us moving. I can tell you, the home plate umpire tonight, he's running a tight ship. He's making sure that everybody knows where they need to be, when they need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a question on the field like there is right now, he's going to confer with everybody he needs to confer with to make sure that this is done the right way.
And he didn't call the game yesterday until it was absolutely necessary. Until he he had conversations with the league here, the Coventry coaching staff, the Jewett City coaching staff. They just, he didn't want to do anything because he knows the importance of this game getting in as soon as possible. Yesterday, it just wasn't possible.
No, like you said, he held off to the last possible moment. And I can tell you there was a lot of work getting done, not only on this field and keeping it protected so we could even play today, but some of the work that was happening in Jewett City where we're going to be heading after this one. It was all hands on deck to get that field ready to even start the play over there last night.
So, Austin, just so you know, when we start going over there, don't even take that camera off of the – we're just going to pick up and go.
All right, I'm going to check counts and substitutions for one second.
So, Jewett City is out in the field right now. It is the top of the 7th inning. It's 6-2, the score. Jewett City up on Coventry. This game is not over. This game, you never know what is going to happen, Austin. In a high school game, in a little league game, senior league game, junior league game, you have no idea. It could go either way, and it could turn into a nail biter like that.
Oh yeah, it's not over till I start singing.
You're not a fat lady.
Oh, I'm one of those two things.
Stop it. You're a lady?
Yes.
I'm never going to call you fat, dude, because look at me. Come on. It's all right. You're a good guy, Austin.
You too, Mike.
All right, so I think they got everything kind of figured out. And Jewett City looking to close it out here in the top of the 7th.
In the bottom of the 6th inning, 10 pitches for Coventry. At the plate here in the top of the 7th inning, number 49, Ryan Murphy.
Murphy's walked, popped up to the pitcher, and bounced to second. 0 for 3. See, 4, 5, and 6 coming to the play right now. Yeah. Just get it over the plate, though. That's what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's let John finish the game out.
Okay.
This has been his game, so let's let him do it.
All right, so we're 3-0 to the catcher Ryan Murphy right now. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Top of the 7th, no outs.
There you go.
There's a strike.
Just let him hit it. You got 7 people behind you.
Correct. 89 pitches is where Ashton started.
So are we saying that they may have to pull him?
Probably very soon. Probably sooner rather than later.
At the plate, number 3, Danny Fitzgerald.
So Fitzgerald, who started, Senna batted for him last time. And now he's been re-entered back into the ball game. So.
Right. I believe for both benches, we've got starters in up and down the lineup. Ashton just checked on the runner at first. He came back in safely.
There he goes.
Taking off on that one. Ooh. That was a close one at second base.
That was a good throw. Very good throw.
So Fitzgerald stole second. Throw was down there, and Fitzgerald just must have been right. Or not Fitzgerald, Murphy should have been right.
That's kind of a risky thing to do when you're down 4 runs in the last inning.
It's risk reward.
There's
a shot into right field. Are they going to send them? They hold up the runners. We've got runners on the corners, no outs.
Here comes Coventry. Now, when you were out talking to Mike, your official scorer,
Cam Harrington.
we were talking about these games are never over until it's over because you just don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know. And here comes Wally out to the mound. He may be pulling Ashton now. But like you said, it was like taking second. You're down by 4, top of the 7th. This is your last hurrah.
One heck of an ovation for Goodwin.
So we're going to get his total pitch count here in a second. And it looks like his cousin, Calvin Odo,
is
going to be coming to the mound. So we'll talk to our scorer, get the final pitch count on Ashton, and then we'll announce officially that Calvin is now pitching for Jewett City. So he'll start with runners on the corners, and he's going to have Coventry's pitcher at the plate.
Ooh, nice movement on that. Looks like he's got a fastball that looks like it tails in.
Jeff, what was that final pitch count on Ashton? 7.
See, does this kid throw a slider?
Does Calvin throw? I do not know all the pitches.
Look at that. You see that thing tail in? He's done 3 in a row like that. Unless it's just
His natural release is putting some spin on the ball. Well, he came to the other side on that one.
Yeah. He's got some velocity, but he's got some movement on that ball. Look, did you see that?
Yeah, it's got a little right there at the plate. It just kind of whoop. That may come in handy.
Yeah.
What number is Udo?
He is 2. So score asking for Calvin Odo, the pitcher for Jewett City's jersey number.
The reason why I said about the umpires is because I saw
Now
Steve
pitching for
Champagne
Jewett
today.
City, number 2,
I saw
Calvin
Steve, and he told me
Odo.
it was an 11-12 game. And that
At the plate, number 6, Cam Harrington.
All right. It's getting interesting. Nobody out.
No outs, runners on the corners, top of the 7th. Score Coventry 2, Jewett City 6.
And Robin Odo says, Calvin, you got this.
There we go. So first pitch is going to be a ball missed outside. Runner advances to second. Now runners in scoring position. 2 base runners, 1 at second, 1 at third. 1-0 count. Top of the 7th. It's getting exciting.
Yeah. Nobody out.
2-0 to Harrington.
Nice pitch.
There's a pitch catch.
That tailed back in over the outside corner.
Getting that movement, got himself a strike.
I think he's coming like 3/4 like that. That's where he's getting that tail.
Yeah, he's got a lower arm slot than the pitchers that
Yeah.
we've seen previously. That ball's fouled away. We're even at 2-2. So, yeah, it's going to put different spin and rotation on
Sure.
that ball with a different arm slot.
It's going to be tough for the hitters, too, especially when you're getting a different look. Got him. I see this kid racking up a lot of strikeouts.
I think Jewett City would like to see that, too.
At the plate, number 9, Tate Gilbert.
First baseman.
That one catches the outside. 0-1 to Gilbert.
Outside of what? Like I said, the pitchers will take it. That's 0-2.
Once again, the Jewett City pitchers are finding that outside corner and staying there.
He's finding the groove real quick. There's a pop-up.
There's a heavy one into shallow center field. That's going to drop. That'll score a run.
6-3. Murphy comes across.
So 1 out, runners on first and second. Scores now 3-6.
The tying run is at the plate. Just saying.
There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Remember what we were saying. It's not over until it's over at any of these levels.
Let's keep it here. There's a ball low in the dirt, 1-1. Yeah, that's one of those things. Hey, like we talked about the resilience of Jewett City earlier in this game. Hey, let's keep it together here in the top of the 7th. There's a foul off to the first base side, 1-2.
Coventry, man, they're scrappy, man. They're not giving up, and it's good to see.
There is a strikeout looking second out. That's going to bring up number 7, Sebastian Alonso.
12 strikeouts for Jewett City pitching.
At the plate, number 7, Sebastian Alonso.
Alonso's been up 3 times today. He has struck out all 3 times out of the 9 hole. Fall back.
Fouls one back. I'll tell you what, back in the day, the number 9 hole, would sometimes be that weaker hitter. But what you're seeing now in more modern baseball is the number 9 guy is more kind of like a leadoff guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes contact, good on-base percentage, probably has some wheels.
So I got some people from Coventry, Kyle Eldridge, Dylan Lemaire saying, go Coventry.
There's a pitch, misses low and outside, 2-1.
Perfect opportunity for this young man to make some noise as the tying run is at the plate. He is the tying run.
Alonso is the tying run, and he gets a piece of that one.
It's out of play.
And that will fall.
I think that hit your wife's back windshield.
Yeah, she moved, and then the ball went there. Because front windshield, you got to have a matching pair.
John, before it ends, I want to, because we're going to have to book as soon as this is over. I can't thank you enough for joining in and having some fun with us.
Absolutely. No, Mike, thank you for the opportunity. It's fun talking about the game and the players and talking with you and some of the anecdotes that we've had. There's another foul. Count's going to, light poles.
Gilgenbach's next. He's going to do play-by-play with us.
So counts 2-2, 2 outs, runners at first and second, top of the 7th, Coventry 3, Jewett City 6.
So just so you know, the people that are looking for the 11-12 game, we are going to have to shut things down, and we'll be gone, but we'll be signing on again as soon as we get over to Jewett City Little League Field for that game.
Got a swing and a miss. That is the 3rd out. I can tell you from personal experience, I know exactly how Alonso feels right now.
Poor kid.
I tell you what, there's his teammates coming to help him up. So that's going to be your final score. Coventry 3, Jewett City 6.
Yeah, I feel bad for that young man because, we gave it his all, and Coventry had a great run. I got goosebumps, man. I got goosebumps. Coventry had a great run. This is one of those games that neither one of these teams deserve that fate.
No.
You know what I mean? They both played incredible. Coventry, honestly, if they didn't have that second inning, they're winning this ball game right now.
They would. Absolutely. Neither team gave up, and I can tell you in the last couple of innings that we've had, Coventry was putting up a fight.
I love this right here. This is
the
fist bumps before, instead of waving the
Right.
cap saying goodbye, they let him do it. So good job, umps. Let him do that. All right, we got to get the heck out of here.
Absolutely. Mike,
Okay. We'll
thank you,
see you
sir.
over at the Little League field.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be up in the press box. You guys will be where you're at. But no, hey, this first game of our Jewett City Little League All-Star doubleheader, hey, it came out in Jewett City's favor.
That's it. All right, Jewett City, they are your district champions in the Junior League, eliminating Coventry, a great ball team. Just wasn't their night. 6-3. We'll see you in a little bit. We're going to go over to the Jewett City Little League field for the 11-12 game number 1, best of 3, Jewett City versus guess who? Coventry. See you in a few minutes.